And we are rolling, my friend.
All right, folks, welcome back. It's the Age Gap Podcast, where
the more things change,
the more they remain the same.
Hey,
how was
there
that?
we go. That was good. That was good.
A little
I like.
cheesy,
Yeah, you did like a. It was very.
I don't know, man.
Magic trick. You were announcing a magic trick.
Yeah. And the audience is like, well,
Alakazam.
they're like, yeah, nothing's changed. It's you two idiots still.
Yeah,
like,
we're still doing the same old.
Hey, but yeah, folks, thanks. Welcome back. Age Gap. We've been getting some love, man.
Yeah, I feel it.
People want more of this.
I feel like my self-worth has gone up.
So Lou, our topic today is going to be TV, and we're going to start with cartoons.
Cartoons.
So let me begin.
Okay.
Because I'm older and we'll build.
We like to start from the bottom and work our way to now.
Cartoon that got me a junkie, got me hooked. Oh man, I got another one. He-Man. I have the power. Castle Grayskull, Eternia.
My favorite is Skeletor. There's a meme of him where the caption is always like, when you do like, it's always like something evil. You know, you're like when you take an upper decker in the toilet or something, and it's just a video.
Why would you go for that?
It's just a video of Skeletor running away. It's like
When you do that's you got to put the vocab in because our audience might
Upper
not.
decker?
Upper decker
is when you want to someone, and so it's like you take it in the top part of the toilet.
You take the tank lid off, and then you posture up.
Stand on top of the toilet.
Oh my god, dude! Why are we getting so gross? Yeah, you do your business, and then you shut it, and it sits there for like weeks, months. Nobody knows it's there until it lights up. Yeah, it was very popular in college when I was a kid. You'd go to like this girl. Hold on, wait. We're gonna get to bad kids in a later episode, but you'd go to this girl's house. You'd drink all her booze. You'd smoke all her weed. Like she was like the nicest person in the world. And then you'd upper deck her. It was like this girl just provided us with weed, booze, and
oh my god.
And then you were just like, how can we repay you? Like, I'm gonna
top part of your toilet.
It's like, wow,
that
kids
is amazing.
Evil, bro.
Yeah, kids are terrible, dude.
Back to He-Man.
Yeah.
Back to He-Man.
Back to cartoons.
Yeah. So He-Man was like the first, I think it came out like 82, 83, something like that. And it was like the first like commercialized cartoon. And you'd buy all the toys and like you'd sit in front of the TV with the toys. And it was just like really wholesome, but it was a commercial. The whole thing was a commercial.
So you're saying like it was like a 30-minute long infomercial,
commercial,
like for toys?
Yeah, absolutely, and vehicles and all this.
Yeah,
and it was funny. You said the meme Skeletor. Skeletor was like, he was funny. Like he was the first like evil.
I'm gonna get this fly, bro.
It's all right. And then there was like this like sexual thing, like He-Man. Hold on, wait. Let me back that up.
There was a sexual thing?
No, like we were talking earlier.
He was like gay
like
for
the
He-Man?
80s was like all about like the muscle guy.
You're talking about how hyper masculine the 80s was, that it was actually kind of gay?
But it was so ambiguous.
It's kind of like you were talking about like your mom not believing that Elton John was gay.
Yeah, it was like so ambiguous. Like
it's like you don't see how gay this looks.
Like I remember like my dad like saw like what he was like, what the? He was like like what the hell? Like, like,
why is he wearing a loincloth?
Yeah, it's a loincloth. It was
There's something wrong with that boy.
Yeah. And it was a really telltale time of the because it was like you had to have muscles. Hulk Hogan, Mr. T, Arnold Schwarzenegger. That was like, and then like flash forward 2023, and you have John Wick.
Yeah,
and John Wick is me.
Yeah.
John Wick is.
You have the same build as John Wick, bro.
John Wick is a middle-aged man who's like. I mean, come on, keep in mind.
They killed my dog.
But like, he's like, if you saw him with his shirt off, you wouldn't really be impressed. You'd be
you'd be like, this guy probably could roll me or something.
Yeah, maybe he works out.
Son of a bitch.
But if you saw like Stallone or like Arnold Schwarzenegger or something, like, you'd be like, holy shit, this guy's superhuman.
Yeah.
And that's what the 80s was really, really pushing.
Yeah, no, there was some shit that, like, I haven't seen that kind of over-the-top, like...
Action stars.
Like science fiction almost. Like...
No.
Like, until Fast and Furious.
It's gone... Like, with Rock. I guess Rock is your guy.
That's the new version of, like, 80s super just... I seen Arnold Schwarzenegger move a truck.
Yeah, absolutely. Terminator.
Like just yeah, like he's not even when he was a robot, just when he was a regular guy in Predator, he moved a fucking truck.
That's right. They have that like famous like
yeah, bro. That's
what is it?
The meme of Carl
Weathers, yeah.
Carl Weathers and fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger.
But getting back to He-Man, it was also when I learned I wasn't gay. Like, I was probably like 3 or 4 years old, and there was this character called the Sorceress.
And
she was like evil.
Huh?
Oh, my God. Bro. And that,
yeah,
like,
cartoon crushes.
Cartoon crushes. That's a good. And then the next one would have been G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
And G.I. Joe was super patriotic. It was like...
Everything was patriotic
You
in the
won't
80s.
see this anymore. It was like...
America and like a corporate America took over in the 80s, and bro.
They used to do this like cool thing. It was like clearly Ronald Reagan. You'd see him in like video games too. It was like, but they never showed his face. It was like,
like, but it was his voice.
It was his voice. Like they got like some impersonator and be like, Duke, I need you to take care of him. You know, I was like, oh,
that
shit.
or like Nixon. It was always a Nixon-ness guy too.
And it was a video game. It was the same thing. Like, it was like Inspector Gadget. Remember, like Dr. Claw? Like you only saw like his hand. Maybe you don't. But
I just know Inspector Gadget with what's that fucking guy's name? Matthew Broderick, I think.
Fuck that.
That was my introduction to Inspector Gadget, bro.
You needed the cartoon. But yeah, it was like you'd see like his hand, and it was like, your country needs you, my son. And it was like, oh shit, it's right.
It's kind of scary, dude.
Yeah. It was so cool, man. So
fucking CIA, just we need you to Inspector Gadget. We need you to destabilize this fucking country in South America.
And they never like named it Russia, but it was always like
those cold, the cold white people.
Yeah, the cold white people, and they talk like this. And, I was like, oh wait, that's not Russia. And it was like, it was crazy, bro.
Anywhere but here.
It's like, oh man, and then you had Transformers.
Oh my god. Oh dude, you're gonna be disappointed again.
Hear me.
My intro to Transformers. Shia LaBeouf.
Oh, I think I just got an ulcer. Oh my god. No, Transformers.
You gotta come on for a toy. They made some pretty cool movies, bro.
To be honest, no.
All right, you're gonna hold your hard line. You're gonna stand your hard line.
You didn't see the first Transformers movie, the cartoon.
Oh, was it badass?
It was so badass. The soundtrack was done by like Weird Al Yankovic. Born to be stupid. Born to be
cool,
dude. And at one point, you're a kid. Now, mind you, I'm like 8 years old.
Yeah.
This movie drops, and it was like there was no internet, so you had to go to the movie. You would beg, borrow, and steal to get to see this movie because all the kids were blowing
searching under couch cushions and shit.
And one scene, you guys can look this up on YouTube and fact check me. The kid goes like, "Oh shit!" And I was like,
"Everyone lost it, huh?" He said shit.
Yeah,
Mom, I can say shit now. They said it in the movie.
You'll have to cut that into the video because you can find it on YouTube. It was like, bro, like. Every little kid was like, oh!
Yeah.
It was like
I remember my teacher cursed in 5th grade.
Yeah.
And I missed, that was the one, I begged to not go to school that day. And the one day, I come back the next day, everyone's like, oh my God, did you hear?
Mrs. Smith said, fuck.
Yeah, it was my teacher, Mr. Arthur, that fucking creepy guy from last episode.
Oh, the arts and crafts dude?
Yeah. We were not having his shit by the end of the year. So it was like me and 3 other kids were like protesting this fool. So we just did not give a fuck about anything. So he would send us out of class all the time. And so we were making cartoons and shit, and we were just saying the most, like, just the foulest shit on the cartoons. And he found the cartoons the next day, Speaking of cartoons, hey, there you go.
Yeah.
He found our little hand-drawn cartoon the next day and was like, so-and-so, blah, 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 calling people's mother a bitch. And then everyone was like, oh!
He said it out loud.
He said it out loud.
Said it out loud, yeah.
We wrote it down. He said it.
It's like, hold on, wait, teachers are human?
They curse?
What?
For us, it was an accomplishment. Like, dude, we got him to say bitch.
Did you ever
to the
see
whole class?
That's crazy. Did you ever see a teacher outside of the school and
Bro,
you're like,
yeah,
can I just
you're
like, oh, I saw this dude come out of a bar once, and he was probably like 30, and I was like, holy shit, he's a fucking drunk. You know?
He drinks. Can I just settle a personal beef right now?
Go for it.
Hey, Mr. Lundy.
Don't get us canceled.
Fuck you, man. All right? When I was in 7th grade, you treated me like I was a piece of shit. And then when I turned out to be a piece of shit, you had a smug fucking look on your face. Like, oh, I knew this was going to happen. And I was trying to be a fucking nice guy when I saw you in public. So I just let you have that one over me. But if I see you in public again, bro, I'm gonna smack the dog shit. Thinking you're fucking better than me. You had to pick on a 7th grader to feel better about yourself.
All right, bro. All right. We gotta get back to the show.
All right. So anyways,
Mr.
cartoons,
Lundy,
bro.
yeah.
Cartoons. You were talking about cartoons?
Yeah. Smurfs.
Fuck you up, bitch.
Smurfs.
My bad.
Smurfs was another one. No, I had a similar experience, and I saw this guy playing basketball. He was a gym teacher. He like bullied the shit out of me, and I was like tough. Now I'm like 18, and
took your shirt off.
I was like one-on-one. I was like one-on-one. Let's go.
Oh, you hit him with the 1v1?
And checks the ball. I took the ball. I threw it right on the train tracks. And I was like, what are you going to do about it? He was so scared. And like my boy was with me and he's like dying laughing. My boy's like 220 pounds.
Holy shit.
I just took the ball. I was like, check ball. I threw it on the fucking train tracks. And there was like a 10-foot fence, like so he had to like it would have taken him like a half hour to get.
It landed in some abandoned porno mags and shit.
Right. And that was my revenge. So
I feel better about my situation.
We have to write down school revenge.
Oh man, I feel better about my situation now.
Make a note of that. But
that's a great way to handle that, bro.
I was like, oh yeah, check ball. He was like, he's just like, see ya.
You're so much smarter than I am.
But then he was like looking at me and my boy like, I can't do shit.
Yeah.
I was like, what's up?
What are you going to do? Send me to the principal's office, you
I'm like
bitch?
18 or 19. I'm like, I looked really good. And I'd been...
You've been working out that summer.
I've been fighting
for
but it was like, that was good revenge.
Okay, I have a question. What's the average, what's the annual average in Boston for like just around that time when you were growing up, like that you like motherfuckers were just fighting? How many times a year do you think you had to fight?
You had to fight maybe 6 times a year, I'd say.
God damn, son.
Because you get like, and you didn't have to be the best. You just had to like do it.
You just had to throw it.
Yeah. And then like you'd get like oh okay like then kids would be like I could probably beat this kid up, but is it worth it?
Yeah,
I might like get fucking marked up or whatever.
I got a date later. I don't want to have
exactly. Like this kid I heard this kid bites.
Yeah.
I heard like he'll poke you in the eye, like he'll kick you in the balls or whatever. So yeah, after a certain point you were kind of cool. And then it got to the point where nobody was fighting. Everybody just wanted to get drunk and high.
Yeah.
It was like, whatever.
Whatever, man. You're a fucking asshole anyway.
But then once you were drunk and high.
Yeah, then it's like, now let's fight.
Yeah, now let's fight. But yeah, like instinctually it changed.
It just, you get drunk and you just sit and stew for a few hours. You're like, now I'm ready.
Yeah.
Now I'm ready.
There was always that one guy who had like no chance of getting laid.
So he's just like, let me break up the party for everyone.
Yeah, he was a griefer.
He was a real life griefer.
He was a grief before there was Xbox Live. You'd be at the keg party. This is crazy. Like we started with fucking cartoons. Now
We'll get back.
You always drank in like the weirdest places. It was like the cemetery, or like like the back of like a BJ's parking lot or like you know, like it was never like romantic.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was crazy.
That shit is romantic though.
Smoking weed on a headstone.
Yeah. It's just one of those things you look back, you're like, only because I was.
Oh, you don't even have cemeteries out here in LA, do you?
Yeah, we do.
Oh,
they're just fucking.
But you don't have like the
guarded.
old like Revolutionary War, like you're smoking a joint on. Like,
we have Indian
headstone.
burial grounds. We don't fuck with those, bro.
Yeah, smoking a joint on the head, so it says like 1775. You know. Like,
no, we have. They're just everything's so commodified here. They're just hella like visiting hours and way out the way.
Oh no, man, we have like that shit from like the horror movies.
You like walk past.
Yeah, you see like ghosts and shit. You're like high, like drunk. You're like, oh shit, fucking ghosts.
Hilarious.
Yeah, we used to do that shit, bro. But yeah, back to cartoons.
Back to TV, man.
So Inspector Gadget, Transformers, all that shit. So before we go into TV, hit me up with some of your cartoons. Like
my cartoons
define your generation.
So there's two things.
It's so serious.
I was raised in the time like right as so I had maybe like 10 years pre-internet and then the rest of my life internet. And like with internet a lot of shit changed, like censorship and what's geared towards children and like all this shit. So like for me, my cartoons, when I was like, let's say young, super young, 5, I was watching all your guys' stuff. So like I had you had He-Man, I had Thundercats. Oh, did you ever have Thundercats?
Fuck yeah, what are you talking? But did you have like V.2 or something?
No,
like,
no.
Like,
so
reborn?
There was before 95
Shout out to Panthro. I always felt bad for Panthro.
Who's that?
Panthro was the blue dude.
In Thundercats. Yeah.
Panthro. He was clearly voiced by a black guy. So then when like Lion-O and like Chitara and like Tigro, and like it was like Panthro, wait by the truck. Panther was like, fuck. Well, he had some badass.
Stay in the car.
He had the badass nunchuck.
I just remembered
stay in the truck.
Tigro, and then fucking Snarf.
I hated Snarf. He was so fucking annoying, bro.
I was super young.
You have to put up a graphic of Snarf. Like,
so I used
those toys were badass too, because they could move and shit.
Yeah.
Like, the eyes could light up if you like.
See, by the time I got to those cartoons, the toys had already been ran through. And they're like, we're not buying.
I wish I had
toys.
this shit. We'd be like millionaires if I had half the shit.
If you were one of those nerds that kept that shit in the box.
Yeah.
Those fucking nerds. That's what Jesus meant when he said the meek shall inherit the earth.
The nerds shall inherit. The nerds shall inherit. Dude, if I had Lion-O in the box right now, I guarantee that's like $500.
Yeah.
Fuck. So anyway, you had Thundercats.
So I watched a lot of because Boomerang was big. Was
fuck's that?
It was Cartoon Network. They were kind of in like a lull from like the 90s. Didn't really.
That's
have
a channel.
Yeah. So they didn't have too many cartoons going on in the 90s until like late 90s, early 2000s. So I didn't really have my own cartoons until that time. So I was watching Looney Tunes. I was watching
Hanna-Barbera.
All that stuff. Yeah. Yogi Bear, Johnny Bravo.
Top Cat.
Johnny, all that shit. Here's the thing about Johnny Bravo. That
was more modern though.
That was my era.
Kinda familiar with that, I guess.
Yeah. So I guess I was like...
He was like an Elvis impersonator, right?
Yeah. Kinda. He not for a career, but basically, yeah.
Okay.
And so I had that, and that was like the precursor to later on when I was in like elementary school, middle school. I started watching The Simpsons and Family Guy.
Oh, but that's my shit.
But that's also my shit because I was not supervised, so I was just watching.
Oh, okay.
See, so that's why I broke it down into two things because there was the innocent.
So you
era.
did some retro shit.
Yeah.
And then
did quickly graduated. Right. And here's the thing about Family Guy. Seth MacFarlane, the creator, he wrote for Johnny Bravo. He wrote for a lot of Hanna.
Start.
That's how and he wrote for a lot of Hanna-Barbera's like second wave of cartoons.
Wow. So what was like I stopped. Everybody like was talking about like SpongeBob. I never fucked with SpongeBob.
That was okay. So that was part of the innocent.
I know what it is,
into,
but I don't know the.
That's like the first cartoon
quotes.
that I remember parents watching.
Ew,
SpongeBob.
Oh man.
It's because there's like some like actually genuinely funny stuff.
See, I never got with it.
SpongeBob was the first, I think, TV show that kind of did like the Pixar thing, where they made movies for kids,
but parents could enjoy.
Yeah, so SpongeBob has jokes like Patrick has a good idea, and SpongeBob says, "Patrick, your genius is showing," and he goes, "Where?" And he starts covering.
Okay.
And like
that's actually a good point. Like when you go back in time, and we'll talk about this on TV, all the sex references I never got. I was
right over the head, dude.
Oh my god! I don't want to jump ahead of you, but I was watching Married with Children on YouTube.
Dude, that is the best fucking show.
All the sex jokes I never got.
Really?
And then I was watching it last night, and I was like, holy shit. Like, like there was a lot in there.
A lot of it isn't even just sex jokes. It's very subtle roasts.
Yeah. I loved when I was a kid, I loved Al making fun of fat women.
Yeah, dude, that's exactly what I was going to say.
I was like, that's
plain. He had the best fucking fat jokes, bro.
He goes, the woman goes, are you going to say that to my face? And he goes, I would say it behind your back, but my car only has a half a tank of gas. Like, humor like that still kills.
Yeah, every time, bro.
Kills.
Don Rickles, bro, like this kind of humor.
Oh, my God.
That shit will never die, bro.
Mr. Kindness or Mr. Gentle. Or, he was one of my favorites.
That shit will never die, bro.
Rest in peace, Rick. But, and like Jefferson Darcy.
Yes,
he's like
dude.
a gigolo.
Yeah. Or like all the gay references that he made.
So many.
Mm-hmm.
That show's canceled. Like, you can't do that now. And it's funny, he went on to be like on Modern Family, which is like one of the most woke
progressive shows and shit,
in the world.
But he plays the same character, just older.
He's been the same character for 40 years, yeah.
He's fucking hilarious, man.
Oh my
Shout out to Al Bundy.
Dude, it was awesome. But yeah, like, so you had SpongeBob. What else? Like, what else was dropping? Like, by the way, let me ask you a question. Did SpongeBob have toys?
No, so that shit was done.
All that was over.
That was over. You know what was the big thing? The channel. You didn't have the channel.
You had to buy the channel.
No. So you didn't have the channel. The channel is the commercial. You had a 30-minute commercial every Saturday.
Hasbro. Brought to you by Hasbro.
We have a channel with 30-minute breaks in between commercials. You know what I'm saying? So we had QVC basically with SpongeBob sprinkled in between. You know what I mean? Wow. So they were just fucking shooting shit at us all day. Buy the new Nerf. Buy the new this. Buy the new that. All fucking day, bro. 5 minutes of SpongeBob and then 5 minutes of, hey, kids, do you like slime? We're going to sell you slime.
Your mother's just like scared. Like, please don't ask me
not another fucking commercial. Yeah. Please, not another commercial. Yeah. Literally, my dad would change channels for commercials. I remember because my sister, she was I want that kid.
Now you're going to watch PBS.
Yeah. Everything on TV.
You're going to watch a lion eat a zebra. It's for your own good.
Dude, that was my dad. To me, not to her, obviously, he softened up by then. But he was like, this is nature, son. This is life.
Watch these monkeys eat termites.
Watch this internal struggle between fucking chimps.
Dude, I don't know what it is with men. They're obsessed with animals killing.
Fucking each other up, bro.
Yeah. My dad was the same. Like, he died. I was very young, but he loved the show was called Wild World of Animals, and it was on PBS.
And it's just zebras getting fucked.
It was just like bears eating fish, and like zebras getting slaughtered, and like it was just like
that and World War II.
What? Oh my!
What the fuck is up with the World War II on the History Channel, bro?
I'm gonna be guilty.
Me too, but that's not until I got older, dude.
I watched this whole thing on like submarines, like way before the idiot went down in the bathtub. But I was like, I was like, can you imagine being in a submarine? Like, I was like, this has to suck.
Can you imagine having so much money that you think there's no way I'm gonna die doing this?
Yeah. Can you imagine the arrogance of that? Like I'm immortal.
Hey, let's go to that one place where that big ass. Remember that last time they thought something was unsinkable?
Yeah. Dude,
let's go to the place where that got wrecked.
And how are we going to get there? Oh, this Atari joystick that costs $7.
Okay, all right. The Xbox remote,
dude. I'm not a billionaire, but I'd be like, go fuck yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm going to go to Buffalo Wild Wings. And
and I'll
chill.
watch you guys. I'll watch the news report.
Yeah.
That remote that he was fucking doing the submarine with, the Xbox remote at my house for my Xbox
is more expensive.
I spent 3 times as much for that remote to play video games as that guy's shit.
On a real like metaphor, philosophical tip. Sometimes you have so much money, I think you do think you're immortal.
Yeah, you're like, no, there's no way.
Like, there's no way. Like, yeah.
God would never kill me, because then what would happen with all this money?
Right. Like, do you want to go see this rusted ass boat that 3,000 people died on 100 fucking years ago? Kevin, I'm good. I'm gonna go buy a couple games.
Hey, how about this? Let's
maybe go to a Dodgers game or something.
Let's not get too spiritual with it. But like right after the 100-year anniversary of the time that the fucking thing sunk.
Jesus Christ. I don't even want to go to the open ocean. Like if you were like, Kevin, like, do you want to go on a Carnival cruise to the, I'd be like, no.
I went deep sea fishing one time
and it was horrible.
Never again.
Yeah, it was sucked.
Never again. It was fun. But I was just, now that I think about it, I'm like,
no.
The ocean's scary, bro.
I'll go to Long John Silver's and like drop like $10.
How about this?
Yeah.
I'll get a fucking canoe on a lake.
I'd do that.
Yeah.
I'd canoe.
Let's do that.
You and I could canoe and then look for aliens or some shit.
Yeah.
You know, like,
film it, sell it to History Channel.
Yeah, I'd do that.
Yeah.
I went camping once. Like people have this obsession with camping. It's horrible. Like,
I love camping.
You're out for me.
I love how horrible it is.
You're just getting bit by mosquitoes. You can't shower.
Yeah.
And like, dude, I'm the dude. I see a raccoon and I'm pissing myself. Like I'm like, fuck this. Like I don't mess with possums, raccoons. I'm down with squirrels and chipmunks.
Yeah.
Cool with them.
Yeah. But that's
like
it, huh?
anything like more feral than that.
That's it.
Dude, I'm a city kid. Like
even
rats don't really spook me.
You know what's good for that?
What?
Television.
Television. So let me educate you on what TV was like in the 80s.
Okay.
It was the heartbeat of the household.
Yeah, okay.
Because you only had one television. You know, I recently, they call it screens. You ever heard this? Like your phone is a screen, your iPad is a screen.
Oh, how many screens do you have in your house? I have like 5 million.
So in the 80s, we only had one screen. That was it.
The living room television.
That was the living room television. That was all you had. And you had like 5 channels. And obviously the oldest controlled the power.
So it goes dad, older brother, or dad, mom, older brother.
Yeah, in my case it was mom.
Younger.
And then, And
then dad was in the garage fucking with
working
the
nights or something. Yeah. And it was, there was 2. Cheers.
Hey, sometimes you want to go. Everybody knows your name.
Yep. When that beat dropped, you put down whatever the hell you were doing.
Can I be honest with you? I did not care about the show, but that theme song.
Yeah.
I would watch Nick at Night, and like it would be my favorite show, whichever one it was at the time, and then Cheers.
Actually,
and I wouldn't change the channel until after the theme song was done.
I just thought of something, Lou, because apparently that crosses generations. Nobody knows. Nobody knows who wrote that song.
I don't think so. And it was a banger.
Bro.
Fucking banger.
That was like when I graduated elementary school, we sang that song at graduation. Like we, everybody knows your name. And we're all doing.
Get the fuck out of here.
Like shit,
Bunch of drunk 5th graders.
In the bad kid, like the one bad, well, I was bad, but he had like a lighter.
Where nobody knows your name.
Like teachers were like flipping out, like the one kid had a lighter. And like parents thought it was the funniest shit. They're like,
that is so funny, bro.
So Cheers was just like, and it was set in Boston. That was the other thing. That
fucking big.
That was everybody. Every teenage boy or adolescent boy
wanted to be Ted Danson.
Sam Malone. Ted Danson. Sam Malone. Everybody wanted to be a drunk ex-relief pitcher for the Red Sox.
They don't even want to play. They just want to already be past their twilight.
Fuck the career. I'm drunk. I open a bar, and I'm going to date Diane.
Fuck yeah.
You know, and then Christy Alley came in later, and like everybody wanted to, you know, before she put on, actually, rest in peace, Christy Alley, right? Oh my God.
She was the Jenny Craig?
Yeah. She was.
Hey man, I'm not gonna lie, dude. I liked her, dude.
In the day, man.
I liked her. No, even when she was doing Jenny Craig, I was like, you know what, dude? You're perfect just the way you are, baby.
But anyways, it was just the norm. Cliff Clavin, Frasier. Oh, it was just the dope.
Yeah,
and again, that's another show. There was so many sexual references. Like Sam was like fucking everybody. Like,
yeah.
Like, that was like his like.
Dude, he owns the bar.
And he was like handsome and like
he's Ted Danson.
Yeah. But I didn't get that. Really brilliant writing.
Fucking hilarious.
I'll drop one more title on you, and then we'll go to you.
Okay.
And this is another rest in peace. You'll probably never see it unless it's on YouTube or some of your relatives own the VHS. The Cosby Show.
Oh, dude, that was my shit.
Cosby Show was. Yeah.
This one is my favorite.
Yeah. And
you know what's fucked up? That's definitely what he was doing to those fucking.
He does it in the show. He talks about like drugging people, and he's like, "Yeah, I'll just put something."
He's like, you get the drink, and then you get the bill, and you put. We're canceled. That's it.
Yeah.
Episode over.
But your generation doesn't say that was like church. Like
the Cosby Show?
Every Thursday.
How beautiful is that everybody was going home to watch a black family do their thing, a black doctor?
It was hilarious.
And nobody made a fucking stink about it. Nobody
wasn't even mentioned.
Yeah.
It wasn't even.
He just so happens to be black excellence.
No.
Dude, this is all through the lens of back in the day, all right? All through the lens of back then.
The dude was a doctor.
Yeah,
his wife was a lawyer.
Yeah, they were cool.
They were rich.
Yeah.
And
I always thought she was the embodiment of class.
She was Felicia Rashad.
Yes,
was beautiful, dude.
Yeah,
and the kids were cool.
Yeah.
The hot daughter.
Oh my God, not Vanessa. Who's the older one? The older one.
No, she went on to marry
Lenny Kravitz.
Lenny Kravitz. Yeah. I forget her name.
Oh my God, dude.
But
she was fucking beautiful. And Little Raven was so cute.
They brought her on like later. Like, that's when like the show was kind of like going like they just started like.
That's when I caught on.
Yeah,
that's when I started watching.
Yeah. That's when like. Whenever they introduce like a weird character, like out of nowhere, it's like, oh, this is a cousin from that.
Yeah, like, she got adopted.
Okay, you know.
No, you know who was
That's when you know your show is doomed.
You know who's a little fucking badass?
You're on the Titanic.
Vanessa. Remember she was always getting in trouble? Little badass Vanessa.
Vanessa was, but she was a very forgettable character. Like, Theo was the man.
Yeah, Theo was
And then
cool.
the Lenny Kravitz, why can't I fucking remember her name? She was so pretty.
Yeah, she was beautiful, dude.
She was cool. And then you had Rudy.
Rudy! That's who I was thinking of.
Rudy. And that show was dope, man. And then and Bill Cosby at the time was so popular. Like he was in movies.
Oh yeah.
He was doing HBO comedy specials.
He was telling people to pick their pants up.
And he was working clean. That's the other thing. Like he didn't swear. His jokes was all about family.
Yeah.
Like his jokes was the comedy show.
Who would have knew? You
the Cosby Show. Sorry. His jokes were the Cosby Show.
This also falls under the umbrella of TV. That was a genre. People were going to the comedy store, going to the fucking to the cellar and picking random comics that they like and giving them, hey, this routine, this 5-minute, 10-minute routine, that's your TV show.
If Age Gap Podcast existed in 1988, we'd be on TV. I guarantee.
I feel you.
Oh, okay, hold on. We got a Latino guy and an older white guy. Sign him.
Yeah, exactly.
Get him on.
Yeah.
A young Latino guy, an older white guy, and they do comedy. Oh my God, we have the next odd couple.
Yeah, throw some eye candy in there. Make them fight a little bit.
Yeah. But like now, like we'd have to be like gay or they'd have to be like.
We're not minority enough, or like we're not an odd enough couple now. You need to transition, and I need to
transition,
and I need dreads.
And yeah.
I need my hair to be colored. I'm gonna be Latinx.
But see, oh God, I want to.
All right, let's stay away from that.
But seriously, if this was 1988, NBC would be like standing,
and it would be a show about us doing the show. It wouldn't even be just this. It would be us.
It would be like Seinfeld. Like this is how it would open. Like we would start here, and then it would be like, "Lou, you going to work today?
I'm not going to work. They don't pay me enough.
You lazy Latino." Laugh track.
And then I hit you with some cracker joke. And
and I'm like, like we're comedians by night, but like during the day, like I'm an accountant.
Yeah, exactly.
And you do like odd jobs. I'm not trying to be racist.
Odd jobs is funny. No, here's the thing. I do odd jobs. That's why it's not offensive.
That was like you sit down in the boardroom. All right, we got a Latino comic. All right, he mows lawns. All right, we got. All
right, that was easy. Next,
we got a white guy. Yeah,
he fixes cars.
He's an insurance salesman. Yeah, he's an accountant. Oh, okay, cool. And they live together. Yep. Okay. And the white guy walks in. Oh, what are you cooking? That's an episode.
Dude, TV was so fucking hilarious back in the day.
That's an episode. And you could just see, like, in the boardroom, they're just, like, doing lines of Coke.
Yeah, that's great, dude. That's a great idea.
Yeah. All right, he's cooking menudo. All right, yeah, like, what other stereotypes?
I got caught one time being a stereotype. My homie called me.
That's a good topic. I've done it, too.
Yeah.
And it's, I'm, like, clapping, drinking a Guinness.
Fucking hilarious. My homie called me. He's like, "Hey man, what are you doing?" And I just so happened to be stirring a pot of beans. So it's like,
you don't want to know.
You just caught me, bro. You just fucking got me.
It's got the Goya cans.
No, and they were like straight up, like I did them from scratch that day. That's why it was taking so fucking long, and I was still stirring.
I got caught being a minority. So we had Cosby, Cheers. What about you?
My TV shows were your TV shows recycled. Growing up, Full House, Cosby. Here's somebody, speaking of going...
That took me a second. I was like, what the fuck?
Speaking of comedians doing their set and that being their entire show.
Yeah.
You know who really took over when I was a kid, who I could never shut the fuck up about, and people could not shut the fuck up about to me?
Can I guess?
Yeah, go ahead.
Comedian took over?
Yeah.
Oh, man. Actually, no, I don't. I was going to say Friends, but...
George Lopez, bro. George fucking Lopez.
His wife was hot in that show.
Oh, yeah. Angie.
Yeah.
Dude, first of all, I was obsessed. I could not shut the fuck up about, first of all, his stand-up was hilarious and super relatable to me. But his show, I would not shut the fuck up about his show. There's a girl that I went to elementary school to this day. Yeah. If you bring up my name to her, she'll be like, he would never shut the fuck up about.
So you go to school and be like, George Lopez did this.
Yeah, I'd be like, did you see that new episode where he did, you know?
You want to get caught being a stereotype, bro? Like,
yeah, exactly. They got my number good with that one, bro.
And the grandmother?
Yeah, she was a total fucking asshole, dude.
That was a good show, actually.
Yeah,
I'll give you that. Yeah.
What do you call it? So that like took over for me.
And that fat dude?
Ernie! Yeah. Fucking Ernie. Big dumbass, bro. That's what it was. Big old idiot. So that was like my sitcom. That was my Everybody Loves Raymond.
See, by that time, again, I had already discovered alcohol and
yeah, exactly.
I had other priorities.
Yeah, you know? That was my fucking Seinfeld. Also, because I'm brown, I feel like it kind of translated.
Well, that was your guy.
More. Yeah, that was
like.
Guy,
I mean, you had Cheech and Chong. That was like,
and that was before me,
and they were stereotypes.
Hey,
man, you know, we're from East LA,
like,
homes
on purpose and shit, you know.
And then who else? And then who was the guy? He was before Lopez. Shit.
Freddie Prinze?
No. This is like back in the 80s. I'll think.
Oh, you're talking about Eric Estrada?
No, that was an actor. There's a comedian.
A comedian.
I'll think of it.
Mexican comedian?
Yeah, he used to like do comedy shows in like prisons and stuff. And he was he was part of the Latin Kings of Comedy like back in the day. Anyway.
Oh, Paul Rodriguez.
Yeah. He was actually pretty good, but he never got the run that Lopez did.
Yeah.
But
well, there's a lot behind that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's like a lot of beef.
Oh shit!
In the Mexican comedy community.
See, we're learning like this shit. I don't know. Like I liked him because he was speaking of TV. Comedy Central dropped in like the mid '80s, and
once I discovered that channel, it was a wrap for me.
But when you discovered it, it was like
coming back.
It had a budget.
Yeah, it was coming back.
When it dropped in the '80s, it was literally just 3-minute clips,
like MTV used to be.
It was just 3-minute clips of comedians. Like, because when I first started doing stand-up, you'd go to the comedy club, and they'd be like, "Hey, for $10, we'll tape you, shoot your VHS."
Yeah.
And I was like, all right. So everybody
you can send that in,
and that's all it was. It was that long shot, no camera movement. It was just that one long shot.
I so wish that was still a thing, bro.
And they would take like your best 3 minutes.
Yeah, and put it on.
But you got like Rosie O'Donnell, Paul Rodriguez, Seinfeld.
Damn, dude.
Who's the redneck dude?
Foxworthy?
Foxworthy.
Yeah.
All these, Richard Lewis, Ellen DeGeneres, like all these names. And then mixed in was like people you never heard of.
Yeah.
But they were funny.
And that's why I'm like really mourning this right now.
Yeah.
What you're saying. Because
it does feel like we should be drinking at like a funeral or something. Like have a shot of tequila.
It feels fucking impossible to be put in a playlist with those names that you just mentioned. Can you imagine? You know who still does that to this day, but there's no video aspect? Is Sirius. Sirius XM.
They'll just play like
you
comedy.
can still submit your comedy clips. If it has to be obviously of decent audio.
Yeah.
But you could still send in your clips and they'll play it on the radio.
I'm telling you, Comedy Central, and you
damn, son.
And then it would be like that for like 2 hours, and then the next 2 hours would just be movie trailers, Beetlejuice.
No shit.
Some Overboard, and it was like just
age gap vocab. That's what we call in this day and age on Twitch. You're a streamer now. Streamers have commercials on their streams.
Okay.
They get paid for how many people watch those commercials. What Comedy Central was doing back then is called ad farming.
I never heard that.
They were farming ads. So they were just running the channel all day so they can have commercials running all day and get paid. So they're supplementing
I didn't know that. Yeah, Paramount Pictures would pay
for a whole hour block
of Beetlejuice.
Of just Beetlejuice trailers. And yeah.
Damn.
Or like they would probably give them a package. Here's our next 10 movies coming out. Play these for an hour.
The more things change,
the more they stay the same, baby.
So I was ad farmed.
You were ad farmed. Yeah. You you subscribed to the wrong channel, bro.
Yeah, because there was no commercials. It was just movie trailers. Yeah.
Whoa. I kind of remember that.
There was no commercials.
I remember my uncle saying there's no commercials on Comedy Central.
No.
And I would watch Comedy Central, and I would see like
there was no commercials.
It would be like clips, and then it would like. But for me, I was already getting the 30-minute specials. The Comedy Central presents.
Okay. Oh,
it would be that.
So that was later. Yeah.
But there would be still just movie trailers.
Okay. Yeah.
Or maybe that was just the bulk of what they were showing, and every once in a while you get.
But there was no shows. There was no like scripted shows. It was just comedians. And
I'm trying to think.
And I'm telling you, it was just this. It was this long shot. It was
just a single,
like
just the wide.
Focus.
Yeah, just the wide and shit. Yeah.
And it was just a comedian on stage, just like we're doing like right now. And like, my airline food sucks. It was.
That's insane.
Like we'd be seriously, if this was 1988, we'd be like the hottest. Okay, maybe not the hottest. But somebody would proposition us.
Yeah.
They'd be like, okay,
I've seen you a few times on Comedy Central. Yeah.
Because you could just go. Even when I started in New York, it was all out of New York. In Chicago, maybe, but mostly New York because the headquarters is in New York. And you could just call Comic Strip or call Caroline's or call, and you could be like,
hey, I need a taping.
Can I get 7 minutes? And you would do like the 6 o'clock show. I'm not saying it was the most sexy show.
Of course.
And it was all mostly bringers of people with their friends or like, but you could get that tape.
You still get that every once in a while, except now it's through email.
Oh.
So the club will send out an email, hey,
we got openings.
We got these dates available. Yeah. And it's still they treat you like a whore still.
Oh, of course.
They're like, how many people can you bring?
Right.
That'll depend how much time we get.
And also like your spot in the lineup.
Yeah, how many drinks? Yeah, exactly. Exactly, bro.
You're either like you go on first, it's death.
Yeah.
Because no one's paying attention,
yeah,
no one gives a shit. They just assume you suck.
Yeah.
And then if you go on too late,
yeah,
everybody's already left.
I like going first. I'm not gonna lie. I like taking the bullet.
I'll go first on like a friend show or something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
But the club puts me on first, and my friends came. Because I'm the dude, I do my set. Like, I usually go on last, so I'm there anyway. I do support comics, so I will sit in the crowd
I feel that.
Show support and stuff like that. But if it's like... See, LA, that's why LA and New York is different. New York, you could hit 10 shows a night.
Even if they're all shitty spots, you're getting 10. You're getting 10 spots.
10 might be an exaggeration.
Yeah, of course.
Let's say 6 or 7.
Yeah, so even if you're getting a few shitty spots, you're getting 6 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
LA, I don't know. I don't think I've done more than 2 a night.
I've been discouraged because it's just like, do I like? First of all, I'd always got a bunch of shit going on at the same time, but it's just like I'm very picky with mics out here because there's a chance that I could sit for 3 hours because there's so many people.
Oh, I never did mics. I'm not talking about open mic. I'm talking about like book shows.
Yeah. But, so I would like that, and then it's just like there's a chance you might not fucking go on. Also, the book shows, I haven't really missed the book show because it's just like it's a fucking booked show.
You got to be there.
Yeah. It's fucking hard to like. It's really weird. Once I started trying to book shit, I stopped getting booked. It's the fucking worst. But
the irony.
Yeah, but yeah, like so those I'll go to, but
we're literally just venting. Like I don't even know if we're gonna use this material.
Yeah.
Like, these people are like, well, we don't give a shit.
Yeah, exactly. But some shows I treat them like hookers.
Yeah, no, I mean,
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna fucking
set,
do my
bounce.
thing. I'm gonna get the fuck out of here. You know.
You have no idea. I have to be up at like 3 a.m. I gotta get out of here.
Just, I might have one drink and then I get the fuck out of here.
Especially if you have like no vested interest. Like if it's your homeboy or your homegirl, you'll stick around. But if it's like somebody who like kind of
know,
you're just like, all right.
That shit is hilarious.
Or you just don't even say goodbye. You just kind of like sit in the audience and like when it's the break, you just
you get out. I've moseyed on out of a few. All right, I'm just gonna
have these drink tickets. I'm not gonna use them.
Yeah. You're good. That is funny.
Yeah, that's always the thing. Like they pimp you, like they pay you in drink tickets. They're like, yeah, you get 2 drink tickets. Like,
hopefully you're not sober.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, so Comedy Central
used to be dope.
It's I guess the same thing with MTV, huh?
MTV was the same thing. It was music videos, and it was just over and over. And then they introduced what they called the VJ. Right? Yeah, it was Troy
Video
Lord,
Jam or some shit of the week.
It was like the guy was like, "Hey, coming right up, the best."
Oh,
from
yeah,
Wham!
Yeah.
Tears for Fears.
TRL, dude.
Then that came like.
Oh, that was later.
That was like when I was in college, I think.
What was that fucking guy's name?
Carson Daly.
Carson Daly. Yep.
And then I ended up working for that company.
No way.
Yeah,
oh yeah.
I used to work there. And anyway. But yeah, like TRL, and then they did like Jackass and Tom Green.
And then that became reality TV show.
Yeah, Kardashian.
Yeah.
Paris Hill, yeah.
Oh my God, speaking of Jackass, you want to talk about do not try this at home, bro.
Oh, were you like one of those kids that...
My cousins were, definitely. They were...
Don't try this at home. It's the first thing you do after...
Mm-hmm. Don't ever say, don't try this at home.
Yeah. Boys will be like, got you.
Yeah. Don't do what now?
All right, we need a shopping cart, some fireworks, and a hill.
Yep, exactly. Jackass was a crazy time. I like that whole. What year did Jackass come out?
Well,
do you remember?
It first started. It was called Club Kill Yourself, and it was.
Are you serious?
Yeah,
This is not a joke.
No, this is serious.
Club Kill Yourself.
Yep, and it was Bam Margera and his boys in like Pennsylvania. I think
CKY.
yeah, that's what it stands for.
That's what CKY stands for.
Club Kill Yourself. You didn't know?
No, I just knew that they were a fucking band.
I'm a professor. Yeah, the Club Kill Yourself.
Get the fuck out of here.
And they would like make like VHSs and like it was like a big skateboarder.
Yeah.
And,
This was like during the Baker days and like where people were making skateboard videos. People would buy movies.
I didn't. I didn't give a shit about skateboarding.
I just like seeing people get hurt.
Boston never had skateboarding. Like it never caught on.
I feel like it's too white.
Hilly too. It's the terrain isn't good. I don't think
it's a different kind of white guy out there.
Yeah, we are
You know
a different
what I
type
mean?
of white guy. Yeah, we played stickball.
Skateboard, that's fucking gay.
We played fighting.
Yeah, exactly.
We were like,
yeah. You only played baseball for the fights.
Yeah. But yeah, that's how it started. It was Bam and his crew, and they would do like the VHSs and sell them, and then somehow Knoxville got involved, and then MTV got involved, and then
That's crazy,
it
man.
just went from there.
Yeah.
Same thing with like Tom Green. Tom Green was like a Canadian dude doing like stupid shit.
He
in Canada.
He fucking went by the wayside, huh?
Yeah, he hasn't worked, or he hasn't been mainstream, I should say, in like 15 years, I'd say.
Which sucks. I think, yeah.
He was never my bag either. He was just annoying to me.
Me too.
Yeah, but then he like married Drew Barrymore.
He
I was
did.
Like, what the
He did
fuck?
like those like let me fuck with you kind of pranks.
Yeah. Like he'd go to a comedy club and he'd just go, meh, for like 5 minutes. And it was like so annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Jackass, bro, that
wasn't my thing either.
kicked off.
Because we used to do that shit for free.
That kicked off a whole nother thing. This is another episode. But wrestling, once Jackass became a thing, wrestling had to compete with Jackass.
Right.
So in comes the Attitude Era. Stone Cold, The Rock, all that. Suck it.
DX.
All that shit, bro.
Yeah.
That was.
Should we do this part of this episode? Because it is TV.
Yeah, and then we can deep dive into wrestling.
Yeah.
Another time.
Because I have so many stories about that. Because in the 80s, if you were a wrestling fan, you were a loser.
Yeah.
Then
Jackass came around.
And then all of a sudden Steve Austin's like the coolest dude in the world.
Because they had to, Think about the similarities they have. Jackass is what? Drinking beers and spraying them all over the place.
Yeah.
Getting fucked up.
Getting hurt.
Rock music. Fucking all that shit. Kid Rock.
Really? He was
Kid Rock was both the Jackass and WWE crowd.
He did the Undertaker's music.
Yes, sir.
Keep
rolling. That was all
Limp Bizkit.
Oh,
Kid Rock was,
right.
I am an American badass.
Yeah. Okay, and he would come out on the motorcycle.
Yeah.
Yep. All that shit was a response to Jackass, in my opinion.
I think I was like 22, and then like when I was in college, there was WCW and WWF, and they were like rivals.
Yeah, they hated each other.
But like WCW was like more popular at one time because they had like the Nitro girls, like these hot chicks that would come out and like dance, and like kids would throw like parties.
WCW parties?
Swear to, because it was
to watch or to fight.
It was Monday night.
Oh, okay, yeah.
No, it would be like the football team.
Okay,
it was like, go to the football house and watch wrestling. I was like, these kids would beat the shit out of me in the 1980s. If like I was like into like King Kong Bundy or some shit.
I feel that.
Like I really like Tito Santana. You know?
I like the fucking what was it? The Nature Boy.
Ric Flair.
Yeah.
Woo. But yeah, I don't know. Is it cool now?
It's kind of look. I have a lot of friends that are gonna be disappointed by me saying this right now. But it's kind of gay again. It's kind of gay again, bro. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, for a while that shit was
that the most
cool.
Heterosexual.
There's nothing wrong with being gay. I'm just saying, it's kind of gay now, bro.
No, I watched because I grew up with the dude was Rey Mysterio.
Fuck yeah, bro. That was my shit.
I'm a big Ray dude.
See, but that was kind of after the Attitude Era. This was.
I think he's on the way out now, but his son.
Oh, he's
like
yeah,
popular,
he picked up the mantle, huh?
He's evil now. Like,
okay.
But anyway, I'm really exposing myself. It's like it's a good storyline.
No, I know. I'm fucking with you.
And I love Rey Mysterio.
I still keep up with the shit, even though he's
never been a bad guy. He's always been a good guy.
Yeah, Mysterio.
Yeah,
always.
That's bucket list. I want to meet him.
Who?
Ray. I want to meet him.
Oh yeah. Fuck yeah. Oh, you said bucket list.
Bucket. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Before I go, I want to meet him.
I thought you said some nickname that I was like. No. He used to be another name or something.
Imagine meeting him. He's probably like 5'5".
Yeah.
The luchador mask.
But we'll flip you on your head with his ankles.
Yeah. He's just like a cool dude.
Yeah.
That'd be so cool, man.
Just fucking drinking a Modelo or something.
Modelo. Yeah.
Oh. But yeah, wrestling was cool for a minute. It's kind of whack now. I still follow it like a little bit, like when I see it.
Well, you have cousins and stuff. They probably watch it.
Nah, my cousins. Listen, here's a little age gap. My cousins are doing to me what I did to your generation, which is watching all my old shit.
Oh, okay. So they're watching SpongeBob,
making me feel old as fuck. Yeah. So they're watching like anime now, the stuff that I used to watch, like fucking,
Dragon Ball,
stuff like that, and
that missed me.
They kind of so they're watching shit that I really didn't like. I didn't. So they surpassed that. I put them onto that a long time ago when they were kids, and now they're like super fucking into all that shit. My little cousin, I caught him watching the Boondocks.
That's a good show. That's a good show.
He's like 12. And I'm like, you shouldn't be watching this, but I was also watching this when I was 12. So I can't really say much.
You know what was like weird? Like I had like an anime kind of because it was new in the 90s.
Well, you lived in Japan for a little bit.
Well, no, I to be honest, when I lived in Japan, I was not into anime at all.
Was it like a thing there though at the time?
One Piece was the thing.
Okay. Because what era were you in, like, Japan? The Edo era. No, what time were you in Japan?
2009 till 2012.
Okay, so that's not... I imagine, like, earlier in the...
No. I visited early. But anyway, in the 90s, you had, like, Akira.
Yeah.
And, Ninja Scroll.
Okay, yeah.
Fist of the North Star.
Like, classic stuff.
But you had to get it on VHS tape. And there was only, like, one kid who had it.
You had to borrow it.
You know, whatever. And then when it blew up, like Dragon Ball, and there was Sailor Moon if you were like a pervert. Like,
that is a pervert cartoon, bro.
You never admitted like I watched.
I watched Sailor Moon. Yeah. It's a little more accepted now, but I feel like that is definitely a pervert cartoon.
I remember when that dropped on TV, I was like, how is this legal? You know, like how is this on TV? It's like teenage girls in miniskirts fighting. Yeah. And then Pokemon, and then by that time I was done.
Ah, Pokemon.
And
that was our He-Man.
Oh, okay.
They introduced new characters.
Toy.
Yeah, with the cards, but we had cards.
Cards, okay.
So they would introduce the new character for the card. Now you got to go buy 70 packs of fucking Pokemon cards so you can get this one fucking Pokemon.
But I heard, like during like pandemic, lockdown, all that shit, like there was like big business in that. Like, it was like everybody became a YouTuber.
Okay, when you have extra time and or money, the randomest things become commodity.
Right. My boys got into it with a basketball card, like all collectibles became like.
I'm so mad, bro. I appraised my shit. $300 for all the money I spent on football cards.
$300.
That's what it was.
How much did you sink in?
I don't know. I was a kid, bro, but it was a lot of fucking money.
Back in, I have boxes of useless but I wish I kept the toys in the box.
Yeah,
it would have been
fucking hell. Who would have thought that the nerdiest thing to do would have? Those bitches inherited the earth, man.
Dude, I had the Orko He-Man reference. He was like the magician dude. Like,
all right.
Anyway, I don't know how much further you want to go with this.
Dude, we are at 105.
You want to put a pin in it?
Oh no, we're at 110. Yeah, I feel like we didn't get to a lot of TV. I feel like we had a lot of sidetracks.
We had a lot of sidetracks.
But I don't mind. We can revisit.
We have to revisit.
Yeah, we can revisit these. We're going to revisit all of these fucking all these topics. But we did get to a few. We talked about He-Man, what was sold to us.
Yep.
For me, it's Pokemon.
The commercialization, the change from Comedy Central, the evolution.
Yes.
And just like, yeah.
See, because I feel like everyone talks about MTV going from music to reality, but no one ever talks about Comedy Central going from comedy to bullshit.
I'm telling you, it was just comedy and movie trailers. Comedy and movie trailers.
That's fucking sick.
And it was good.
And then we talked about, the Cosbys.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
God damn, I might have to cut a lot of that.
That was the heartbeat of America.
Yeah. And then
I had to edit that one.
We talked about George Lopez. This is what we really touched on was flipping a 15-minute comedy set into an entire sitcom.
That's true.
Yeah, that was a thing for a while.
Who's the guy? Paul Reiser. Do you know who I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know Paul Reiser.
He was like,
I was surprised that he did stand-up.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, that's another topic we should like.
Celebrities?
First celebrity you met. And like,
that's good. Yeah. Celebrities is good. Write that down. That's a future episode.
I don't want to give it away right now, but
I wish we could just do all of these episodes like right now, bro.
Oh my God.
I could do this all fucking day. All right. Let's wrap it up. We went from cartoons to sitcoms and everything in between. We even got into some other bullshit.
Oh, like always, Age Gap Podcast. The more things change,
the more they stay the same, baby. Follow us on Instagram at agegap.pod. Follow us on YouTube at just at Age Gap Podcast. And don't forget, if you like the song that you're listening to right now, it was made by my boy Donnie Narco. Thank you for giving us the music. Thank you for watching, everybody. And we'll be back next week.
Stay tuned.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm excited for next week's episode already.